I was just not in the best mental state before I came out here. I'm lonely. Let's make that very clear. Yeah, I'm lonely, and that's okay. There's a season for everything, you know? And so it's like, shoot, if I'm lonely in America with all these people around me, I might as well go be lonely for real in Aruba. There's power in loneliness. There's strength in loneliness. If you are a woman right now and you are single and you're sad about being single, I feel every emotion that you feel. It's not embarrassing. It's not embarrassing to want love. It's not embarrassing to want partnership. Nothing is wrong with you. So my best advice, this isn't travel advice. Now we talking about some real life shit. But like, my best advice is like, if that's something you desire, stay the fuck away from people who can't give it to you. Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Lick the Rapper Podcast, live from Aruba.
So I get my armband, head to my room to change into something more island style, right? And head down to the restaurante. Now mind you, this is an English speaking country, but if I'm on vacation, it's a restaurante. So I'm headed to the restaurante, and on my way there, I find out that I'm the only black person at the resort that doesn't work there. So I get to the restaurant, then this lady pops up and goes, "You late?" And I'm like, "No, I don't work here."
Okay, so number one question, why did I want a solo trip? So I worked so hard the whole year of 2025. I was booked on stage. I was super busy. I was a landlord, you know, and I mean, career-wise, the year was great. But I didn't get a break. I worked. I didn't even see one beach, not even Virginia Beach. You know you down bad if you don't even go to see Virginia Beach. So I didn't see one beach. So I kind of was around the house complaining. I was kind of complaining. And shout out to my parents, because right now while I'm renting out my house, my parents are allowing me to stay at their house. And you know what they say? What you don't pay in rent, you pay in mental health. But shout out to my parents, because I was just like around the house just being a little bitter and being a little mopey. And for Christmas, I was like, I don't want any gifts. I just want to take myself on a solo trip. And so what I didn't know is they were planning to give me a trip for Christmas. And so my parents bought me flights to Aruba, and my godfather let me use his timeshare. So that's how I'm here. Love spending somebody else's money, okay? Very deep. So that's that on that. That's how I'm here, right? Cool. Thanks, guys. And my job is remote, so I can work from everywhere. So I did take most of the week off, but I did have to work on Tuesday for something slight. But Tuesday is the day I had to work, and that's the same day I did the booze cruise. So I'm not sure what I was thinking with that. But okay, let's stick to the main point. A big reason, well, two big reasons I chose Aruba as my first solo trip. Reason number one, I came before. So me and my girlfriends came about 3 years ago, but we was on a different type of time. But I just felt really safe here. I feel like I know the island. I know, you know, I made a couple friends last time I came. Aruba's like the safest place in the world. So I just felt really comfortable to come to Aruba for my solo trip. And honestly, I would suggest it to anybody watching this or listening to this. If you need any advice on Aruba travel, let me know. I know Aruba now, and I'm hoping to come like every single year. Like this is my place. And people think that I'm a local here. Okay. Alexa, play brown skin girl, because it's really giving. All right. But yeah, that's why I chose Aruba. It feels so safe. The people here are so friendly. And I know they probably like that everywhere. And you still have to be, you know, aware of human trafficking and things like that. But everybody here is incredible. Well, the natives here are incredible. The Americans are assholes, and I'm included. Because something this trip has taught me is that, like, we really lack patience. We have none. We're like, you order your sandwich, you're like doing like this. Where on like island time, they're super slow and like they take their time. And like at first when I got here, I was really frustrated. I was really impatient. I'm always hungry. One thing I'm gonna be is hungry. But they slowed me down. And now I'm cool, calm, and collected and slow just like them. But the only issue is that now I gotta go back to crazy, hectic America and speed back up again. I can't keep this slow temperature, but let's pray to God that maybe I can take some of the slowness with me, for sure. I love a vacation, okay? I love being with a strong man, morning, afternoon, night, okay? Being held, being dicker downtown, right? So this wasn't any of that. When I was telling some people that I was going on a solo trip, people were assuming like, okay, you gonna be a ho, okay. Why bring sand to the beach? I promise you, all I did this trip was eat, drink, and sleep. I did not engage or flirt or even see a man. What's really crazy is it's funny how like when your mind is different, you see different things. Because the first time I came here with my friends 3 years ago, every man here was the finest thing in the world. And now this time I'm on a solo trip and it's like all old white Americans. Which is fine. That's not what I came for. I came here for meditation, devotionals, God, and peace, and I got exactly that. So I asked y'all earlier, where did y'all want me to film? Did you want me to film on the balcony? Did you want me to film on the pool? Or did you want me to film at the beach? Y'all picked the beach. So you hear them waves crashing. You see the material. If you're only listening to this on audio, I really recommend you go to the YouTube because the vibes are vibing. Now, moving forward, everybody's staring at me right now making content. And this is the thing about being a content creator. You're the one who looks silly. But that's okay, because then when I'm getting paid to go on these trips to Aruba and when they sponsor me because I'm that bitch, who gonna be looking then? Then I'm gonna be looking at them, laughing at them, okay? All right, so let's move on to some travel tips, how to stay safe as a single woman when you're traveling abroad. My number one rule is lie, deny. A lot of people are gonna ask you if you're by yourself, always tell them no. My family's here, my boyfriend's here, my husband is here, my grandpa is here. Always it needs to be a big, strong man somewhere close by. Obviously in your imagination, but that's what you're gonna tell them. So, you know, you don't wanna put yourself at risk. You don't want anybody to think you're alone. Like I said earlier, I'm not worried about the Aruba locals. I'm worried about these goddamn Americans. Because one thing America gonna do is mess up you. Ooh, one thing America gonna do is mess up you. So the first travel tip is lie. The second travel tip, always have cash. So as soon as I get off the plane, as soon as I get to that airport, I take cash out, the ATM. When I first got here, I took out about $200, and you're gonna need that for taxis. Some taxis might take card, but mostly, you need my room number? 851. Yeah, thank you. Some taxis are gonna take cards, and some won't. Go ahead and get your cash out so you don't even have to worry about that, okay? The taxi drivers here are very safe, are very kind, are very nice. So I think my taxi I stayed at the DV Phoenix Resort, which was flawless. It was so nice, and they had a nice restaurant, and this is a private beach. Even though you can't tell it because all the ghetto Americans are screaming and hollering, but this is actually a private beach. And so I stayed at the DV Phoenix. So from the airport to the DV Phoenix, I got here around 6. I think my cab was about $40. So I'm prepared to pay $40 going back as well. Once you're on the island, it's not that bad depending on where you stay. Like if you stay by the DV Phoenix, if you stay by all the resorts, by the Marriott, by the Hilton, all that stuff. Last time we came, we had an Airbnb over here, so you know, cabs were like $8, $10 max. But if you stay a little further out, which some of like the more affluent hotels are kind of further out, like the Renaissance, if you decide to stay there, be prepared to actually pay more for taxis because it's a little further away from everything. But you know, listen, you're on vacation, you're going to spend money. Yeah, so we're going to lie. You are not here alone. You're going to have cash with you at all times because you never know when you're going to need money. Also, look into like, before you even get there, like, how do I catch a cab? Do I have to download WhatsApp? Just some things to put in your mind. How am I going to get around, you know? Because you never want to be stuck. Even though like the people at the hotels usually will call the cabs and help you, like you always want to be in control of yourself at all times. So that's a big one. Lie, have cash, be smart, keep your head on a swivel. Y'all should know some of these rules already. You know, don't accept drinks from anybody if you didn't see them pour it. Last night, people were sending me shots at the bar, but I saw them. I saw them pour it, okay? So I was like, pour it up, okay? But, okay, now, this is the thing, though. A lot of people will try to scare you from solo travel, but they don't talk about the perks that come with solo travel. Because when you a girl by yourself and you pretty, you're going to get free shit. You're going to get free shit. It's like, not this whole week, all the meals I had, I didn't pay, like, let me just tell y'all, you're gonna get free stuff. Just make sure you're smiling, you're bubbly, sit at the bar, okay? I sound like a madam, somebody to help prostitutes, but yeah, you're smiling, you're bubbly. You're gonna make that money, honey. Well, you're not making shit, but you'll get free stuff. There's a bartender at the big steakhouse here called LG Smith. His name's Erwin. He was hooking me up. Every time I came there, he was giving me a free espresso martini or a free shot. Or Miguel at Calibra. I met Miguel last time I came to Aruba. He was giving me shots last night. Like, everybody here is just so friendly and they want you to come back. So it's just, you know, great. Don't let the airport scare you too bad. It can be a little intimidating because these island airports are a lot smaller than American airports. So that means they're a little more packed. Mind you, I flew out here the day after Trump was acting an ass and bombing Venezuela. So I was here one day late, which a lot of people were. And so when I got to the airport, it was double packed with people. And it can be a little intimidating with customs and luggage, and it can be a lot. Just take a deep breath, ask questions. One thing about people in Aruba, they speak English. So that is actually a huge travel tip. I'm not sure if I would go somewhere by myself who don't speak English. Y'all know I spent a lot of time in Cartagena. I love Cartagena. I have lovely friends in Cartagena, but it's not somewhere I would go by myself because I don't speak Spanish. So I would just keep that in mind when you're looking at places you want to go to travel. Be a baddie. So travel tip number 1, lie, deny. Travel tip number 2, have cash, fast cash. Travel tip number 3, be a bad bitch. But that should be a tip regardless of where you at. Not me talking about be a baddie and I don't even have no earrings in my ear. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. All right, so be a baddie. Travel tip number 4, stay as long as you possibly can. Today is my last day, and I am really, really sad. I just love Aruba. I can't wait to come back. I'm thinking I'm gonna plan a trip for my birthday though, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do St. Martin. Because a bunch of people here were talking about St. Martin, and apparently if you have a resort here in Aruba, you can use those points for St. Martin. But I mean, my godfather already did a lot by giving me his points this week, but let's see if I can finesse St. Martin, or maybe I'll have a strong man to come with me. But something I've learned though from this trip is that My husband is gonna have to be okay with it because I'm doing solo travel. Even when I'm married, even when I'm single, like the peace you get from not having to ask nobody no questions, not having to consider anybody. I ate what I wanted, I slept when I wanted, I drank when I wanted, I smoked when I wanted. All of that shit is on your time. And as a woman, before you get married, before you have kids, I just think that you should be able to do your own thing and live your life and have fun. And I was just not in the best mental state before I came out here. I'm lonely. Let's make that very clear. Yeah, I'm lonely, and that's okay. There's a season for everything, you know? And so it's like, shoot, if I'm lonely in America with all these people around me, I might as well go be lonely for real in Aruba. And there's power in loneliness. You know, when was the last time when was the last time I'm able to sit by the beach and read a book? Never, you know? So there's power in loneliness. There's strength in loneliness. If you are a woman right now and you are single and you're sad about being single, I feel every emotion that you feel. It's not embarrassing. It's not embarrassing to want love. It's not embarrassing to want partnership. Nothing is wrong with you. Something is wrong with them. They're hurt. And hurt people hurt people. So my best advice, this isn't travel advice. Now we talking about some real life shit. But like my best advice is like, if that's something you desire, stay the fuck away from people who can't give it to you, because it will drain you spiritually, emotionally, physically, in some aspects. Financially, if you're really crazy, it'll drain you. So just keep that in mind. Just stay strong. Book your solo trip. If you want me to come and you want to book my flight and book my room and pay for everything, you can do that too. You know, we could do a podcast. If you want to also book Aaliyah to come to Aruba, like, we could all do that. You know, we could do a podcast here. We could turn up on your dime. No, but yeah. I hope the sound is good, live from Aruba. But I'm just going to go ahead and finish this podcast. I'm coming back to America today, so I'm going to enjoy some of these waves before I go. And I just want y'all to know that I love you, and be safe. And I'm here if you have any questions. And the next time y'all hear from me, I will be in America. I want to be in America. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just like post the vlog at the end of this video. Why not? Aruba vlog. So that's why I said if you're listening on audio, you might want to go to the YouTube, because that's where the real tea is at. And I'm going to post the vlog on there, okay? I love y'all. I mean it. Thank y'all for being there for me. Happy 2026. What a way to start the year. And let's get it. Let's go. See ya.
Our airport team will be more than happy to answer any questions you might have.
Welcome to Aruba.
Thank you. This is my second time being here.
The third time you're local.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I love
I will
Aruba.
baptize you with my rosary and my prayers and everything.
Yes, I need the prayers. Thank you. I love it. I am in Aruba, starving. It's supposed to be happy hour, but everybody here is so friendly. The workers are so friendly that the service is slow because they're a little too friendly, a little too nice. And I'm hungry. I'm waiting on my nachos, and I still haven't gotten my drinks. And I'm really, really hungry. Welcome back to another episode episode of Lick the Rapper Podcast.